Is it a planner or is it a journal? Hi, this is Denise of PaperKraftD, and today I'm really excited to share with you a collaboration kit between myself and Cara Branding Creations. In this kit, you get these two absolutely gorgeous planners, as well as a whole bunch of extras. And I'm going to go ahead and just give a quick flip through of one way that you can use these, and then I'll show you more options toward the end of the video. In this kit, you get the 2024 annual planner, and this has goal planning set up in it, and you also get the 2024 January planner. Let's start with the annual planner. So you can see they have these really gorgeous floral design elements that Cara created. Absolutely gorgeous. In the interior here, we have these dot grid pages with the floral overlays, really pretty and super functional, especially if you like to take notes or do bullet journaling type things. And then you have a whole year of these mini calendars with this really lovely sweater background. Here you have a different sweater background with more of these gorgeous floral corners. Okay, and then here is where we get into the goal planning portion. Again, we have these beautiful floral overlays, and we also have these really gorgeous wood grain kind of tabs for the titles of each of the sections. And here is like a brainstorming area. And then here's a section where you can start formulating goals for the upcoming year. And these can be even longer term goals than just 1 year. But this is just an area where you can kind of work those out and make them, SMART goals. So in other words, that acronym SMART, goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Okay, and here is where you'd actually just write out your goals. And here's a section where you would list the steps that you want to take to reach your goals. So these would be more like interim goals and action items. Okay, and then here is a timeline where you can set these different actionable items to a date. So they are actually fixed in time, and you know if you've achieved a goal by a particular time or not. And this is an area where you can visualize what it will look like when you reach your goals. So it's really something to kind of help keep you motivated as you're going through the year and you're kind of maybe feeling like, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z to make sure I get to my goal. Well, you come back here and you say, okay, this is why I'm working on those goals, because this is what I want my life to look like. This is where I want to be at the end of the year. Okay, so this is just more of a reference type of a page, but just really, kind of a fun way to express that. And again, more of Cara's beautiful florals, but you can cover these up and do whatever you want, add gesso and paint over it, or collage, or whatever it is that, expresses your creativity the best. Okay, so then after this, we have a whole slew of journaling pages, or note-taking pages, however you want to use them, and with, again, these gorgeous florals and this really beautiful sweater background on this one. We've got some more of that dot grid paper here with a beautiful floral cluster here, more dot grid, another sweater background, a different sweater background, more dot grid. And then the very end, you see it has the quote, "Action creates clarity." I really like that. Cara came up with that quote for this. So that is the 2024 planner, the goal planner, and it can be used separately than the January planner if you'd like. Let's just go through really quick through the January planner. It has the same cover, but just, a different title, obviously. Have a couple of pages of that dot grid again with some beautiful floral clusters. Then you have the whole month of January here for planning purposes. Look how beautiful these florals are in this gorgeous background that Cara created. And again, we carry over the wood grain theme. We have a couple more journaling pages with these really beautiful filigree and more floral clusters here. Again, this is just a weekly planner. So this is the first week, and here's an area for note-taking. We have this really beautiful background here in green. We have the second week of January, and look at these pine cones. I really love those. And the pine boughs, really beautiful. I have an area just for lists and just the little bullets here. We have the third week of January. Again, the floral cluster up here. Isn't that beautiful? Some more florals, and this is just the center of the signature. More lists. The fourth week of January. Fifth week of January. And then this is a tracker for the month, and this is a super flexible tracker. You know, you can fill in whatever it is you want to track along here. It has for every day in the month, and you can see some of them are bigger than others because, you know, there might be things that maybe you want to write this direction that you want to track daily. You know, maybe they're numbers or you know, all sorts of things. This could be a pregnancy tracker. You could put your temperature type thing when you're ovulating. It could be, you know, your mood. Could be, you know, if you have goals to lose weight. Maybe this is an area where you do your measurements or your weigh-in for the week, and these are weekly tracking versus daily. So there's, you know, it's spread out. So this is the first week of January, second, third, fourth, etc. Okay, so yeah, this is just really, really flexible and can be, you know, personalized for however you want to use it. Again, some dot grid with a beautiful floral cluster, and then here's the back. All right, so I have gone ahead and I just bound these, did a, you know, regular pamphlet stitch here on the edges, you know, tied it off in the middle and rounded the edges, and that was super easy peasy. And this is especially good if you know, are a typical planner that has, you know, different inserts, you know, in your planner, you know, like maybe several months and then the annual. Okay, but we've designed this so you can take off the cover of the annual planner, and you can go ahead and insert this right at the front of this planner. And then you have, you know, your annual calendar here, all your goal setting, and then January all together. Okay, so it's all just in one booklet. If you like to just carry one thing around with you, this is your go-to right here. Okay. So what else comes with this kit? All right, so I have some extras in my shop, in my kit, and we've divided the kit evenly between Cara's shop and my shop. Cara has this portion of the kit in her shop. I have this portion of this kit in my shop. I have this portion of the 2024 planner in my shop. Cara has this portion of the 2024 planner in her shop. So in other words, in order to get one whole, you know, two whole planners, you need to buy the kits from both of our shops. And we've priced it so, you know, to take that into account, so it's affordable. And it's currently on sale in both of our shops for 20% off. So, and that's only till the 20th of December. So get it now if you want to take advantage of that sale. Okay, so in my shop, in my kit, I have these extras. These are all just tabs that you can use with the planner inserts. Okay, so you have January, lists, calendar, tracker, goals, journal, planner, and notes. Okay, I also have this one, and this is the same exact thing as this, but it has the title on both halves. So the good thing about that is, so if you turn it, you fold it over like this, you've got the title on this side and you've got the title on that side. Okay, so that just makes it easy to see from both sides of your planner. And it's purely preference. You know, different people like different things. So this is, you know, you use whichever one, you know, you like better. Okay, so there's also some blank tabs. And then there's also a bunch of holidays that happen in January, and then some different words for winter. So like winter and cozy, snow day, burr. And then this beautiful font with a few of the words in there. Okay. I really like this version of A Year at a Glance. And it didn't seem to make sense to include this as well as these little mini calendars. I mean, they're kind of redundant, and this seems to be more common in planners. So I thought I'd go ahead and add this in the add-on kit, in my kit. Okay, so this is A Year at a Glance. It has all the months here, has all the days of the month here, and it has, you know, in the interior of each of these boxes, it has the day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for so on. In January, the 1st is a Monday. I really like to use this type of Year at a Glance for marking like the big events. Like, you know, you can take a highlighter and mark off, you know, your kid's spring break or your grandkid's spring break, right? You can mark off when you're going on vacation. So if you're planning on taking a trip in June, you can highlight that. You can also take and, you know, do big things. Like if you have, you know, annual maintenance, let's say on your house, like you need to change the filters in the you know, HVAC system, you know, you can say, okay, every January, you know, 15th, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change our filters. So you highlight this, or you put a little asterisk, or you put a 1, and then on a separate page you can have a like a key that tells you, you know, what those codes mean. I mean, there's not enough to do a lot of writing on this page, but you can do, you know, some things. Like you can even put, like, you know, my son or my daughter's graduating in May. So I'll just put a little asterisk, and I'll put, you know, graduation, or, you know, grad, or whatever it is. So this is like really not for your day-to-day. Obviously, it's like just for big events, so that you can see at a glance what you've got going on for the upcoming year. Okay, so then I took and I printed that off on 2 separate pages so that you could easily insert this in your annual planner, or even your January planner if you so choose. Okay, so that just makes it easier for printing purposes to have it on 2 separate pages like this. Okay, I also have a to-do list, checklist here on a separate insert. And then I have a whole sheet of this dot grid, which I love this dot grid. It's great for, you know, journaling, for note taking. It's not really kind of in your face. It's very light. So, you know, your writing really takes center stage, not the grid that it's on. This is also really popular with bullet journalers. And what's really cool about this particular one is that this is perfectly aligned, so that if you print double-sided and you hold this up to the light, you're not going to see the dots from the other side. I mean, they're going to line up perfectly as long as your printer is aligned properly. Okay, so this is just a really, you know, useful thing to include in planners, and you can use it in other journals as well. It's just a really useful, handy tool to have. Okay, so those are the 8 pages that are of extras that are in the kit that you'll find in my shop. Okay, and then in the kit in Cara's shop, she also has 8 pages of extras. One is a background sheet of these little leaves in green. Isn't that beautiful? One is these branches and berries. I love this one. These colors are really gorgeous. I don't know how well they pick up here, but they're like gray branches and blueberries. Really, really pretty. And then she has larger berries and kind of, you know, evergreen boughs. Really pretty. And then I love this background of a sweater. I mean, this sweater is just, it's a nice texture. It's a little bit of a, you know, beige, ecru color. And, you know, just a really, really useful, nice background. Okay, make sure I don't have, okay. And then she has a whole page of these page flags and labels, which are awesome. You know, she has to do, remember, today in blue and green. And she has all of these, like what, best time, best day, important, family time, laundry, trash, all that fun stuff. And then she has a whole page of these beautiful tags and stamps. So those are really cool. And then again, a whole page of these really beautiful floral clusters. So that's really fun to kind of jazz up your journal / planner. And then a whole page of ephemera. I really love this. Look at that colored flannel and these cute little birds. I love this deer. Teas. I always love these milk caps. Woodbine gingham. Isn't that cool? Little bird. Really beautiful. Okay, so those are all things that are, you know, super useful to kind of, you know, make your planner / journal really personalized. And I wanted to show you with these 2 pages particularly, this one right here, I want to show you how I used those. Okay, so I went ahead and also the to-do list. I went ahead and printed these off on this with using Cara's sweater background. I just printed this right over her sweater background. I did the first page and the second page, and I did the to-do list as well. Okay, then I folded this. It's folded like that, and I can now just add that into my 2024 planner wherever I want. I could add it right here if I wanted to, or I could add it right after this one, these mini calendars, and then I have the booklet like this, the mini calendars, then I've got some sweater pages, and then I've got this year at a glance, and then I go into the goals. Okay, so that's just an example of how you can include those in there. Same with the to-do lists. Then I have my to-do list right before my January. And the way we designed this with blank journaling spaces between each functional page, it's really easy to add pages like this in here. It's also really easy to add like a sheet of music paper in here, or tea-dyed paper, or really anything else you want. And this doesn't break up the functional pages. This is, as you can see, on the journaling pages. So anyway, just really a lot of ways to customize this planner journal and make it your own. Okay, so just a quick note about printing. When you go ahead and print off this planner, you want to do double-sided printing. If your printer has duplex, which is automatic double-sided printing, use that. And click the box that says flip on the short side. So in other words, it's flipping on this side. That will give you the perfect planner, and it just makes it super simple in terms of printing. If you don't have a printer that does automatic double-sided printing, let me know in the description box below, and I can provide more directions for how to print these planners, even if you don't have a printer that does automatic double-sided printing. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy these. I hope that you love these as much as I do. Cara and I have the plan of coming out with a monthly planner for the rest of 2024, and it'll have different designs. We have very similar wood grain structure to it, but we're going to use, she's going to design really gorgeous pages that will complement the functional portion of the planner. She's going to make the planner into a journal. Okay, so, and I'm making the journal into a planner. So you put them together and you have a planner journal or a journal planner, whichever. Anyway, I'm going to have the link for the kit. And again, you have to purchase both halves. Half of it's in MASHUP and half of it's in Cara shop, and I'll put the link to both of our kits in the description box below. So I hope you go and check them out and take advantage of the sale that's currently happening, again through December 20th, 2023. It will be 20% off. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that. And I really thank you for joining me, and I hope that if you are not already a subscriber, that you do hit the subscribe and like this video. I am trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, and I am so close. I have less than 50 more subscribers to get to that goal. So with your help, I will get there. In the next video that I come out with, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my January planner come January, and how I've put it together. And it's not what you think. So I hope you check that one out as well. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.